Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie, if you haven't been here before, and welcome to a whole new month. Wow, November just creeped up so fast, and now we're trying to get all those last minute things done that, we thought we'd have plenty of time for, so we kept delaying them. Like a few extra Christmas cards that we need, or New Year's Eve place cards for the table, or whatever the case may be. Today we are going to cover insert cards. So let's dust off our Cricuts and let's make some insert cards. If you're lucky enough to be getting one for Christmas, you'll be a step ahead for the new year. Insert cards are great. They have the design cut into the mat or into the card, just like so. And then what you're going to do, whoops, sorry guys, got to practice this some. What you want to do then is put the insert behind it. So I will show you how that worked. Okay, so for the insert cards, these are what they come like. There are different designs, envelopes, the card base, and the insert, which is this gold piece. And you just go ahead and you create. And what you get is a design that's all cut out with a spot for the insert to come out. And the pen draws in the details. I love them. But if you do not have a package of insert cards, or let's say it's 2 a.m. in some cases, just ask me, and you run out of the color of cards you want, on the front of each box, it is written the size of the cards, the size of the insert, and the size of the envelope. So you can make your own, right? The inserts, I can tell you, they're just a 4¼ by 5½, your normal card size. Or, sorry, your card base is just that size. That's all you need. And then, what I am lucky enough to use is the card mat. I love this, and I will show you how to use it. But I wanted a white card. Not any of these colored ones, but white. So I made my own. I simply took my sorry guys. I simply took my paper trimmer. I took my sheet of cardstock and, yes, you guessed it, cut it in half. Now, if you do not have the, if you didn't have the card mat, you could use the normal mat and simply designate a square the proper size, get your card front cut, and then fold it once it's all done cutting and coming off the mat. Okay? So there we go. Then, because this has little tools with it, it is the Works one by We Are Memory Keepers. I can just take this, oops, grab that, flip it right over, lay it there, and I am able to go ahead. Whoops, I shouldn't have closed this quite so soon, I guess. And score it at the 4.5. Or sorry, 4.25. I'm sorry, guys. And just like that, you have the color of card base that you need to use or to create an insert card. Nice and simple. I might as well do both because I have lots of cards to do. I have birthdays coming up in December too. And of course, you can make insert cards for birthday cards. So there we go. Now, insert cards are awesome. They are easy. They are quick. There are 1,000,001 designs, or you can create your own design. And they look beautiful. So let's create an insert card using the card mat. I already have it selected on my Cricut Joy, or on Cricut Design Space on my Cricut Joy. So it knows it's using my Cricut Joy. And what we're going to do is simply take the card, and if you can see right there, it slides under and over. Then you just slide it right up to the top, tuck it in, fold it. And what I like to do is make sure that I've got it really well rubbed down. Now, I had a Cricut Maker, a couple of them actually, a Cricut Explorer, a couple of them, you know. I have been a Cricut owner for a long time. And so I had all of these pens laying around when the Cricut Joy Extra came out. I did not buy new pens. I simply went ahead and I bought a little adapter kit, and it goes right on what I call the Cricut Explorer pens, or Cricut Maker pens, whichever. And it goes on like this, and now I can go ahead and put the pen in here and use it just like I would if I had bought a set of Cricut Joy Extra pens. And this set came off of Amazon. I will let you know what one it is because boy oh boy, it has been awesome. It gave me 2 of each adapter, which I did not expect. And it covers all the bases, and each adapter is a different color. So you know which one to pick when you're choosing them, which is awesome. And these are the Craverland pen adapters off of Amazon. Love, love, loving them. Has a whole chart to show you how to use them and which one to use. So, like I said, I have my card set up here. So let's get started. I will click continue and select insert cardstock because it's basically the same. Now it's telling me when I go to make insert cards using the cardstock mat, or using the card mat, I need to move my wheels all the way to the right. These little wheels that hold everything in place, because if I don't, I'm going to have lines on my card, and I don't want that. They're not hard. You just give them a little gentle push and away they go. So that is done. I can click next, and it says please put the pen in and load your card mat. So here we go. Whoops. We will load the card mat. If you're ever worried about getting pen on your project, go ahead. Oh, come on. Grab a piece of cardstock, scrap paper, stick it under there, and you don't have that worry. But I haven't had it happen. So I've been very fortunate. Knock on wood, and it'll probably happen now, right? And now it's all loaded. It's read the mat, and it's ready to go. So I can go back to Design Space and click Go. And now we'll be able to see it drawing the design that I have chosen. And it really is this simple. I love it. Now, while it draws, I will also show you that I decorate my envelopes. And basically, I do it the same way as you would the card. I put it in there like this, using the flap to go under the little cover. I select a spot on my Cricut Design Space. I select a design. I put it there. I let it draw. And then I go to town with, this time it was a metallic red. And just color in the hat. This one is going to go with this one. So of course I chose a cat, right? If I wanted to bring some of the red in here, I could do so just by simply using the metallic red on maybe the ornament, on the notes, just to color in the notes a little, just to bring some red in, and maybe I will do that while my machine finishes drawing. The other thing, guys, is these are easy to do if you're new to Cricut and just learning your way around. I would not necessarily buy the insert cards. I would get the size of the insert, which I can tell you right now is 4 by 5 1/4. So that is the size of the piece, the insert piece that goes underneath. And I would cut my own inserts and make my own card bases. You get the colors you want, and you get to practice doing things like that, like making your own cards. And I think it's a great, great way to get an introduction to the Cricut without spending a whole bunch of money on the insert cards. The only reason I have some is because they were on sale, number one, and because some came with one of the machines that I bought. So there we go. Just as simple as that. I have pulled the red into that card. Just little bits of it, but it matches my envelope. Alrighty, then let's see what we've got done here. Now we need to take this out and we need to insert our blade. And we just hit go again, and it will do all the cutting that was highlighted to be done in the design. Now I just take this, slip it off, and put it right back in the bag, and I keep the bag in the tray with my Cricut pens. That way, I've always got it. Now, if you did not want to take the time to draw on the front, or you're like me and can make some wax melts or wax seals, you could always make a wax seal to go on your envelope. Trying to show you different angles. And seal your envelope that way, if that's the personal touch that you would like to add. There are many, many ways to take your insert cards for Christmas and birthdays or whatnot and just bring them up a level. But my favorite part, like I said, is the ease with which you can make them. Now, what else did I need to tell you? So now this is done, and I can hit on load in Cricut Design Space. And before I forget, I am going to put my wheels back. Or no, I'm not, because I'm going to make cards again later. So let's move this off to the side. And now we have this, and I see a couple of spots where my pen did not touch hard enough. So before I even take it off of the paper, I like to go ahead and just fill those little spots in. I think it's because my pans are old. And I am not buying new ones till they absolutely die on me. Because boy, oh boy, do I have a tray full. Every time I bought a bundle, there was pens and all kinds of goodness in it. So I really, really don't need any more. Or if I wanted, I could go ahead and use the adapters and use different kinds of pens. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cricut, which I will be honest are not my favorite pens to use. No offense, Cricut, but they run out pretty quickly. They're, that does not make for a good impression. Okay. Sometimes just a few little touch-ups are necessary, but I would rather just end up with touch-ups than trying to hand draw a design like that by myself. So now the next step is we are just, oh dear, we smudged. I touched it too soon. Dear, dear, dear. That's okay, I can fix it. We just very carefully grab our little spatula tool and go under it and lift, just like so. And all the pieces that you cut will be left behind, just like if you were doing it on the regular mat. And since it's Christmas, I will keep those stars because I will use them on another card. Just give me one moment, please, and I will do some repair. Okay, guys, I did a few repairs. Let me show you here. Or no, it's fine. You'll see with the insert. So now I get to choose the color of my insert. And I think for this one, I will do a red insert. And I am thinking this red insert with the glitter. So like I said, if you want to make your own inserts, that is fine. I am making some myself and using up what I have on hand too. So let's use it up, right? So this is the one I was thinking, and wow, look at that glitter. Let's do the glitter test. No glitter on my fingers. So this is a non-shed glitter paper, which is really nice. Now what they suggest goes with it is a deep black. like that, which would be very pretty too. Okay, but I am using a white card base. And now all you have to do is take it like this. You insert one corner, two corner. It can be a little tricky. You have to be a little bit patient at times. And there are times when the design doesn't quite fit, that I have cut down the insert card just a bit, just by 1/4 of an inch. And sometimes that works the best. But this time we are good to go. So what we end up with is this beautiful card. Whoops, sorry guys. Tried to get used to using the overhead camera to see if that makes it any better, but wow, does it make it awkward. So that is what you're going to get. Let me see if I can zoom you in. There we go, and I'll lay it there like that. So that is what you get. So step 1, create a card base that is 5.5 by 4.25 of whatever color you like. Step 2, cut out your insert, which is, I never remember the insert size. I'm sorry, guys. Which is 4 by 5.25. Okay? Pick your design in Cricut Design Space or create your own. And if you really want to make it easy, grab yourselves a card mat. Okay? I've done it on the big mat. It works. But easy peasy is doing it this way with the little card mat. And then just go ahead and create. You can get card mats for most of the Cricut line. I believe even the Cricut Joy has a card mat, if I'm not mistaken. So you could do insert cards with any of them. On my Cricut Explorer, I use a card mat that it does 4 cards at a time. So it makes the process a little bit quicker. Then once you've got it on the card mat, you insert your pen and you just go ahead and start. And the next thing you know, you've created beautiful cards. Now, if you want to touch it up, like I have Season's Greetings on this one. On this one, I do not have a greeting, but I would like to. So I am going to grab a greeting. Okay. So I'm going to grab a greeting from Spellbinder's September foil of the month. You saw me make those the other day. And I'm going to add it to the front of my card. What I am going to use is a roll of 3D tape. Then I need my scissors. Whoop. Now this is not fancy bought 3D tape. This is from the dollar store. Okay? To be perfectly honest with you. So what I like to do, because it is an older roll, as I will keep saying, use what you have at home. Use it up, guys. Don't waste your money. And I just put an extra couple of dots of my glue on there. Then I will stick it to the back, just like so. And I will do the same with this piece. If you cut it in half, it makes it just wide enough for the back. There we go. Oh, I forgot. That's okay. I will forgive myself. I really, really, really need more coffee. That's the goodness, honest truth. There we go. And now, a little dab of glue here and there on it, just to be sure. Now, if it was, fresh bought from the dollar store, I wouldn't even bother with a dab of glue because they are really good foam tape. And just put my glue gun down, and I am going to do it simply at the bottom. And this one says, enjoy the season. Or maybe I should do it, I think I will do it right in the middle. And just like that. Enjoy the magic of the season. So I have a touch of red. I have gold. I have my greeting. I have my cats. I have everything that I could want in a card. And then I did this one even more simple. If you didn't want to draw on your envelope to match your card, you could go ahead and use some greetings, some stamps, whatever you have, and put them on the envelope. Like I said, you could add a wax melt. You could even use the wax melt on the front of your card if you wanted to. I hope this, guys, inspires you to dust off your Cricut, whichever one it may be, and get creating. Let's use what we have on hand to make this holiday season even more magical. Now, that being said, I also have been having fun creating some Christmas decor with my 3D printers. I will show you. And for this one, I will be right back because I need to turn off the lights. As weird as that seems, we're going dark, guys. Just give me one moment. I know that it is a little darker than you are used to, but and however, there is a reason. I had a lovely time 3D printing this, and I want to show it to you. Okay. So first of all, I 3D printed these plates. Okay, and this came off of Maker World. I think I have the name from Cardes, Kardes Design, and it was the Arctic Glow landscape or lantern. Sorry, but my favorite part is this. These slide out, can be rearranged, or can be changed out. She has others. They didn't take long to print at all. Okay? So then what printed first was my top. And that's all it is, just this cute little top. I have not yet burned off the little fuzzy hairs that you can get. Then I printed off the ring that goes to the top. And I am going to take that and I am going to crazy glue it once I put it on here. It just opens like this. Now this is not suggested by the maker or the designer, but I want to do it just because I don't want it falling off. and getting lost. So a little bit of crazy glue and we just hold it for a moment. Okay. This one took quite a bit of time to print. It was 3 plate. Well, it was 1, 2. The base was number 3. And then each of these was another plate. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. But the advantage, I've always said, to doing it that way is the fact that you can go ahead and close it down for the night and get up in the morning and do some more prints. So if anything goes wrong, you're there paying attention, right? Now that does not want to glue, so I will come back to it when I can hold it longer. I don't want to hold it too long on film. So here we go, okay? I will show you. I'm just using this LED light, and I will slide it in. Whoops. There we go. And then these pieces slide in just like a picture frame. So, go, whoops, hard to do from the back, but you get the idea. 1. Then we have our snowman as number 2. I mean, it can't get easier than this. Now, I would not suggest gluing your plates in, because if you want to change them out, it's so simple, right? That is the same reason that I would not suggest gluing the cover on. So there we go. That's what it looks like. We put our cover on. And I will adjust the camera. Got to get it lined up. There we go. I will adjust the camera for you to see exactly. Whoop, do I not have it the right way? I keep forgetting that there's a little piece that has to go right there. There we go. That got it. So there we go. And I will adjust the camera so you guys can see it from the front. And there we go, guys, all adjusted. Now, I know it's not perfectly dark in here. I did try my best to darken it up, still leaving enough light for me to see what I'm doing. But this is how it turned out. Now, this is one of the Walmart LED lights in there that can be recharged. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful, guys? I love the way this one turned out. Like I said, 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate, 5 plate, because these print solid to this, so 5 plates, 6 plates, 7 plates. Easy to do, replaceable. What more can you ask? And it's a good solid lamp. It's not going to fall over. Am I going to put it outside? No. Unfortunately, I live in an area where putting it outside probably means not seeing it again. But there we go. So we have a 3D lantern. And for your project today, we made cards. We have gone the whole gambit. I will, of course, be making more cards. And I will do some of them on here and some of them not on here, depending who they're going to. So there we go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you pull out and dust off your Cricut or your die cutting machines, or simply draw, or get the kids to make some lovely cards. Let's put the personal touch back in Christmas this year. Take care, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye.